So thank you, Patrick, and thank you all for letting me be here. I've been a platoon leader for about 19 months here, and the gym has been critical for mental health. I worked on a master's in organizational psychology while I was a platoon leader. While being in the military, one study that I did for my master's was Jiu-Jitsu helping with anxiety management. And I'm somebody who struggled with anxiety. I'm somebody who struggled with my own type of stress. And fitness, the gym is my outlet. Jiu-Jitsu specifically, here at Fort Irwin, this gym has been my place of healing, my place for therapy. Basically, I work out 2 to 3 times a day when things are slow. And the staff here has been absolutely incredible in just showing love and being kind and being present. That's super unexpected because I thought, just going to the gym, being in the military, it's just going to be a normal day in and day out, especially on this base, how remote and austere it is, just kind of suffering through and getting out of here as quick as possible. But when you meet people and you see a kindred spirit, it means a lot. It means a lot here on this base. I've had multiple soldiers struggle with suicidal ideation. I've had, I know soldiers who've made attempts at suicide and survived those attempts. Again, mental health is really, really vital. It's to pay attention to. It's not just about the mission sets here. And I can't say enough about what it means to just have a place where we can let out the frustration, let out the tension, let out the aggression, whatever it is that we feel as service members, to come to a spot where we can just get that out and the vibe is right. The music is there, the space is clean, you all are present, anything we need you have for us, and it makes it rewarding to come out here. I know soldiers who cry themselves to sleep, who struggle with alcohol, who spend their days alone in their barracks and where they're at, and we all struggle. All humans struggle with something that no one knows about, and it's so important to just be honest about that and to find ways, especially during the pandemic, to cope in healthy ways. Alcoholism was skyrocketing around the world. Substance abuse, people are self-medicating. Fitness is the drug that makes the most sense if you want to live a long life. Everything else takes a toll. Coming to the gym multiple times a day if you have to let that steam out is so important. And we have nothing else to do on this base, especially when the lockdown happens and we can't leave the gate. So the gyms have been a sacred place. That's why I was so vocal about when the shutdowns were happening, how I'm like, I told the higher ups, look, if you're going to keep the liquor store open and you're going to close the gyms, that's not correct. That's not the way to do things, because we are a high-risk group of service members. We come here with, not from the best backgrounds all the time, right? We come from places where we wanted to get out, we want to go serve in a job where we're active and we're doing things, and the pandemic just absolutely slammed us. So knowing that we can come to the gym, knowing that you all are here, it means a lot. And just to brief you on my study, what I did is I interviewed 32 black belts in Jiu-Jitsu to talk about their rates of anxiety when they're on the mats and off the mats, and then 32 non-practitioners of Jiu-Jitsu. And what I found is people who practice Jiu-Jitsu, just like with sports, I'm sure, as we all understand, your breath control, your ability to self-regulate, it translates off the mats, off the field. When we go back to work, when we deal with whoever it is, roommates, coworkers, spouses, children, having the breath control and the ability to get the cortisol levels down, get the stress out of our bodies, helps us be more balanced in all of our relationships. And to not do that is extremely stifling. And so in my study, I found that Jiu-Jitsu practitioners are able to lower their anxiety even after a high-stress event. Their anxiety continues to diminish, whereas other people who don't have that type of experience, when they do find an anxious moment, like in sports and whatnot, they'll actually still kind of rev a little bit high in their stress rate because they're ruminating, they're thinking about what happened, they haven't really processed it all the way. And what I'm trying to do with my life after the Army is really study up on how psychologically we control ourselves through breath control and all of that, but through fitness as well. So actually feeling our nerves come down, feeling like we can let our guard down. We're not on fight mode anymore. Whatever we bring from the field operations that we're on, the training, we bring it to the gym and we burn it at the gym. That is the fuel that we burn. Because you can't just walk around carrying that stuff. That's when we're going to self-medicate, we're going to fall into bad habits, or worst of all, we're going to go into that dark, quiet place where we don't talk and we don't open up, and we don't share. And that's where I know soldiers who've attempted to take their lives because they didn't feel they had anyone to talk to. So just showing up to the gym and seeing you all be humans to us is critical, because we're around people in uniform all day. We're all stressed with the same stuff, being in the military out there. So we're an echo chamber of negativity. We're an echo chamber of what's frustrating us. When we see you all, that's where we can have a different perspective in life. Even if it's just a smile, even if it's someone looking at us without judgment, for that quick moment means a lot. And unfortunately, service members, I guess maybe fortunately, they don't talk as much as I do. So they're not going to share with you what value you bring. I will. That's why I want to be a psychologist. I love talking. But I'll tell you, it does mean a lot to them. I've gotten all my soldiers to come here to work with the wellness center as well. That is absolutely clutch. So thank you for having that here and having it, just the open door that you have. It really does mean a lot. And I hope there's one thing I want to leave behind with my service members, because I want to work with veterans with PTSD. I want to work with people, introducing them to Jiu-Jitsu and MMA and giving them a community. But I want to be able to tell them that while I was in the military, I actually focused on active duty mental health as well. I want to practice what I preach. And if there's one thing I can leave behind with the soldiers that I've worked with, it's that I actually cared. And it wasn't just about what you look like in uniform or what you're doing at the job or how successful you are, but hey, how are you doing like in here where no one else can get in? And do they have a healthy outlet? You know, I can't make them work out. If they want to drink, if they want to do whatever it is they want to do, I can't change their lives. I can't have a savior complex like that. But I can at least point them to the gym, point them to fitness to say, look, don't just sit on that aggression. Get it out. It's okay to be angry about stuff. It's okay to be frustrated. We're all human. We all have that. But to know how to use that as fuel is so, so critical. So thank you all for being a part of that. And whatever it is that you bring with your personalities and who you are, it does mean a lot. So be authentic, just be real, because we need it. And it does impact us a lot. Whether or not you hear it, I will tell you that it does. So thank you to the Box family specifically for being my place where I could just let out some steam and find my center, find my balance. So thank you all.
Thank you, Tim.